All right, welcome back into Market Day Report. I am Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for watching us today. If you've been with us all day, you've seen that it's been a decent day for farmers and ranchers, pretty much. Let's take a look and see if we've still got those prices. Let's bring up a corn board and take a look at what things are doing there. And we're up maybe another tick from the last time we were together. 442 and a quarter is last in May corn. That's only a half cent off the high of the day, right? We're up 2.5 cents there. That's good. Dees, well, that's up 2 cents to 474 and a half. That's just a penny off the high there. That's corn. All right, let's take a look and see what we've got going on in. I went to the wheat. That's wheat's up 10 3/4 cents up front. That's May. 581 evens last, 3 1/4 cents off the high of the day, well off the lows by almost 15 1/4 cents exactly. I'll go out to the Dees wheat in Chicago. That's up 9 1/4 cents to 638 and a half. How about beans? What do they look like? Well, soybeans, they're up about 4 cents, 4 1/4 cents higher in that May contract to 1165 and a quarter. That's 3 3/4 cents off the high of the day, well off the lows by 7 1/4 cents. And if you go out to the Novi new crop, that's just up 1 tick to 1172. That's 8.5 cents from the high and 3 cents from the low. All right, let's take a look at what we've got going on in Kansas City. That's the hard red, up 9 cents there to 606 and a half, 5 cents. No, that's, 3 cents from the high. And well off the lows by about 8 1/4 cents. And if you go out to, say, the Dees hard red Kansas City wheat, that's up 9.5 cents to 642 even, a penny and a quarter off the high of the day out there. Spring wheat, well, that's up 6 3/4 cents in that May contract. That's in Minneapolis. 662 and a half is last. That's a penny and 3/4 off the high of the day, well off the lows by almost 8 cents. And if you move out to, say, the Dees, that's up 5.5 cents to 693 and a quarter. That's 3 1/4 cents off the high there. All right, and finally, let's get to the cotton, and we'll get to our next guest analyst. 131 points lower in that May contract. This is just not following along. 78.73 is last in May cotton. 44 points lower in the Dees cotton. 78.04 is last there. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst. It's the venerable Mr. Tommy Grisafi with Advanced Trading. I think he's in Valparaiso, Indiana. There we go. All right, Tommy. Any thoughts? I mean, is this just a wheat-led rally and everything's following? What do you think?
It's nice. It's nice to see that we're above the 50-day moving average in May of the wheats, and that's a really great thing to have happen here. Looking at the quote board, almost every contract on my quote board's green up on the day. The things that aren't up since one of your last segments, live cattle had a wild ride from the highs to lows. We'll talk about that on the next segment. Also, gold's had a $100 break in the last 24, 48 hours. So gold was down 60, 70 yesterday, pulled a down 40 last night. Gold taking out some of that speculation in it. But every quote I have besides gold and June live cattle are up. I will tell you this, Scotty. Everything I'm seeing over here on the left on my quote board is very inflationary. The stock market's up, the commodities are up, the energies are up. The cost of living is not going down for anyone. You talk about this all the time on Cow Guy Close. But as the American farmer goes to plant this crop, or at least tries, I know we have some rain coming through, it's going to be a little expensive to plant this crop. So we need prices to moderate, stop going down, or start going up. So people with target orders, if you want to sell some corn at say a $5 future or $4.99 future, there's a lot of farmers who'd become willing sellers if we rallied this market a little bit. And I think the wheat market's giving people a chance to do that. Now, the reason the wheat market's rallying is because the crop condition ratings went down so much. The market was expecting a good to excellent category of 55 out there in the Kansas City area in that wheat, and it came in at 50. Now that crop's in way better shape than it was a year ago, but yet still going backwards. That's what I'm seeing in wheat. You know, the funds are short, and the funds are short all the commodities, and at any point that could become an explosive rally. Back to you, my good friend, right, Mr. Scott.
Are you rewarding these rallies with any sales, or are you going to sit back and let it happen?
Well, I don't grow a crop, so I'm not rewarding it with anything. Are you asking for my clients?
Yes.
Hey. Oh, Mr. Shellady, my clients are very cautiously rewarding it. They're moving a little slow. Maybe they should be more aggressive because, say you just do straight cash sales, you do a third, a third, a third. Maybe you get some sold over the winter. Get some sold when you're planting. Then, of course, the key date that moves the market, 4th of July holiday, you want to have some crop sold. There are a lot of people who can't store this crop. And with all this moisture that Jeff was talking about before, in years of great moisture in the spring, that really sets us up for big bushels. I know farmers are frustrated. They're not in the field and they don't have it all planted on April 22nd or 23rd. But as we come into May days with heat and moisture, oh boy, could we grow some big bushels.
Yep,
To answer your question, are people selling? No. Should they be? Maybe. I'll let you know in 3 months. Back to you.
yeah, okay, that's easy. All right, I'll take that as
No,
an
it's
answer.
easy sitting in your chair
Yeah,
next to all
well,
these. You got
right. Table
triple
for.
newscasters on the left and right on you. I mean, look, you
I'm
got
like the
Tammy.
person at the front of the restaurant. Table for two, right? That's all I do. All right, stay right there. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more with Tommy Grisafi after this. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the livestock. That's also an interesting sector lately. We've seen a pretty good downturn here in live cattle. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on now. June live cattle down $1.92 to 176.12. We're still $1 off the lows, though, right? We've had some pretty big ranges over there, over $3. So that's kind of hurting right now. $1.75 lower in the August, right behind it to 174.65, and that too is well off the lows of the day. But still, we got some big down arrows there. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you. We'll see what Mr. Grisafi has to say about that. Feeder cattle, trying to hang on to a rally, but we just can't. We're kind of finally rolled over since the last time we were there. May's down 42 cents down to 244.75. And that's about what, 37 cents off the high of the day, or the low of the day, sorry. And if we go, maybe even October hanging on to a small gain, maybe that's just because we're not trading a lot out there, but 15 cents higher out there to 259.82. So feeder cattle kind of giving it back right now as we speak. Lean hogs, they've been a beneficiary though. We got May up $1.62 to 98.32. And that's about 57 cents off the high of the day. And then if you go out to the August, that's up $2.12 to 107.10, and that's 45 cents off the high of the day out there. Let's bring in Mr. Tommy Grisafi again, see what he's got to say. What's going on in live cattle? It's kind of turning over.
Yeah, it's volatile. I was upstairs working on some things. Actually, for you, for the Cow Guy Close, I was working on some talking points, and I looked down, and cattle had a big spin. So I can't say exactly I know why. I can tell you this. My friends on Twitter/X call it the meat casino, and it is a casino. There's a lot of people, Scott, with a lot of money who want to trade cattle because they're volatile. And as a commodity trader, you want to trade something that's moving. And when we traded in the June contract, in the big picture, we're in a $15 range here for many, many months. We trade to the higher end, and it looks like we're going much higher. Then we get this news with bird flu and everything else. We recovered a lot of that move. We recovered $8, $9 that move. But quickly here, we gave back $3 from today's highs to today's lows. So a lot of volatility there. On the bright side, though, looks like the price of bacon's going up. Looking at those summer months in bacon, June bacon, 107, 109. It's actually not bacon. Remember when they used to trade the bellies, though, Scott, at the old CME group?
That's
They
a long
just
time
traded
ago
bellies.
with butter.
Yeah, but you're old enough to remember.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not
they
kid
also
ourselves
traded
here.
butter once a week every Friday too. So I don't know if you remember
Any
that.
more trades in butter? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. This was before self-tanning creams and all this other stuff you knew kids use. So I heard Tammy laugh. We got Tammy to laugh.
Oh, my God. All right, that's enough. All right, thank you very much, Tommy, for that super content. We're going to bring it back here to Nashville, let you go back upstairs to Mom.
Yeah,
and,
you guys are such a wealth of information.
Yeah, there we go.
You do make me smile
Right, exactly.
and educate me at the same time.
There you go.